feeling great. I hope you have on your Sunday best and you're taking it all in. Life can be pretty crazy, but it's all about mindset, how we process it all. You can think you're going through it. You think that everything is against you, but you have to realize that there is light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to keep pushing. You got to keep fighting. And if you're not working towards something big, you need to create that big goal, that BHOG, that big, hairy, audacious goal. Because that's going to always motivate you to get up in the morning and to try your hardest and do your best. Because you are creative. You are amazing. You have so much potential that you haven't tapped into because you've been lazy. So get off your butt and get going. So I just hope that you enjoy this Easter 2022. Life is good. Life is good. Welcome, y'all. Happy Easter once again. I am the Chief NFT Strategist, gang in the building. How y'all doing today? I'm doing amazing. I got my coffee this morning. Yes, I'm up early. You know, when I want to get stuff done, I wake up earlier. I would suggest you do the same thing. There's no noise, no distractions. If you can meditate, if you do pray, just clear your mind. And you'll see more results if you get up earlier, whether it's trying to work out, whether it's trying to figure out a solution to a problem that you may be facing. So definitely wake up early. I'm up early and I'm ready to share some stuff with you. So before I do that, let me do this. So be sure to go out and mint you a Bar Gang NFT. We're actually going to be relaunching our Discord server. We're going to be relaunching our website. So stay tuned for that. I'll give you the first look at it once we are done. So definitely go out and support. We're going to be doing some big things coming up soon in conjunction with the body launch. The body launch is coming. 7+ year journey on my grind. Man, I can't wait till I can tell my full story. But first, I got to do all the things I promised myself. I promised my family, my community, and I got to get it done. I think we have something really big brewing, and I think it's going to be something amazing that people are going to use all over the world one day. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I will be sharing the official date soon. So thank you once again to all my family, friends, supporters, everyone that has supported me, whether it's with an encouraging word, whether it's with their dollars, whether it's with using the application in the past. I appreciate you. So first thing I want to talk about is this. 6 best ways to get free NFTs. So link will be in the description. You can check it out. The first is Twitter NFT giveaways. Follow all of the upcoming projects, all of the current projects. Oftentimes they will give away free NFTs. And let me tell you, for the more popular projects, it's going to be pretty difficult because you got to be really involved, and that requires a lot of time. Me, I can't necessarily win these free NFTs because I'm so busy. But if you have the time, follow the projects, especially ones that you really like. Some of the upcoming ones, get active in their on their Twitter. But you'll see the popular ones, they'll tweet, and within seconds, they got thousands of people retweeting, commenting. So you're up against a lot of competition, but that's one of the ways you can do it. Next, and it's so funny. This actual NFT right here, I own this NFT, and this thing tanked. I think this is nah. I ain't gonna call them out, but yeah, so funny seeing that picture. How much money I lost on that one, but anyway. The next one is buy NFTs at a cheaper price at a pre-sale. Once again, you got to be active in the Discord. You got to be active to get on a white list, because typically you have to be on the white list to get pre-sale prices. But that's the second example. Anticipate and participate in NFT airdrops. I've never done this, but NFT airdrops are another great promotional tactic used by creators to generate hype around their NFTs. Usually, it is harder to get free NFT through airdrops than and free NFT through giveaways. However, that being, airdrops often happen with bigger NFT projects. Hence, if you can get even one free NFT through an airdrop, you can make a fortune. Today, the Bored Ape Yacht Club is considered the world's most valuable NFT collection with a floor price of 108 ETH, which is approximately 280,000. In the recent past, the Bored Ape Yacht Club was airdrops, which was worth millions. So definitely look out for that. Number four, playing play to earn games, playtooearn.net. I know I've already mentioned how people have bought houses by playing NFT games. These games often don't require any upfront cost to play, and also, as long as you play such games, you're likely to get rewarded with free NFT tokens, which you could redeem. Once again, from what I know about NFT games, they do require a lot of time. But if you like playing games, why not play and earn something from it? Why not play and get paid for it? So definitely that. Number five, leverage your social media to sponsor NFTs. Often new NFT creators and projects are looking for additional traction to increase their NFT floor price. And if you have a solid following on platforms like Instagram, Twitter, Discord, or YouTube, you can help these small creators promote their accounts. In exchange, you can ask for free NFTs. Definitely, if you are an influencer, you can you can get free NFTs by the dozen, because smaller creators like myself, like a lot of up and coming ones, they're looking for anyone to kind of back their product so that they can get a push and hopefully get others to buy into their project. And then lastly, please create your own NFTs and trade them for free. One can create and sell NFTs for free. Once minted, you need to go and find creators with existing NFTs and offer them exchange of their NFT piece for yours. So there you have it. Those are the 6 free ways to get NFTs. Um, yeah. So let me jump right into this next thing. And this is pretty crazy to me. Um, it's fascinating where this is at, where it's come from, and where it's going. So let's jump right into this. The Jack Dorsey tweet. Let's see. Am I sharing my screen? Yep. The Jack Dorsey tweet that once sold for $3 million, 2.9 to be exact, now might fetch for under 14,000. Now that number is, I've seen several sites. I've seen 14,000. I've seen a couple $100. I've seen a couple $1,000. But this is actually from Forbes. I'm sorry, Wall Street Journal, and it's saying that it might fetch for 14,000. Modest bids for tweet converted to a non-fungible token last year show a maturing NFT market. Now I remember when this came out, and they said someone paid $3 million for a tweet. You were like, what? And then that's kind of, I think that's what started the NFT hype train. Like, oh my gosh, NFT tweets sold for that much. Wow. And it seemed like that started it all. And now that same tweet, the guy can't get anything for it. So let me read a little bit about this. Sina Estavi, chief executive of Malaysia-based blockchain company Bridge Oracle, paid 2.9 million last year for the NFT, a digital certificate that says he owns Mr. Dorsey's tweet, which reads, "Just setting up my TWTTR." NFTs exist on the blockchain alongside cryptocurrencies and serve as authentication certificates for those who buy original digital goods. At the time of his purchase, Mr. Stavi tweeted, "This is not just a tweet. I think years later, people will realize the true value of this tweet, like the Mona Lisa painting." Boy, you might have been wrong, buddy. You might have been wrong. About a year later, Mr. Stavi put the NFT up for auction. He didn't say why. Mr. Stavi listed it on the NFT marketplace called OpenSea last week, expecting to sell for at least 50 million. He plans to donate at least 50% of the proceeds to a charity called Give Directly, which allows people to send money directly to people with no conditions on how the funds must be spent. As of 5:45 p.m. Eastern Time, Friday, however, a day after Tesla CEO Elon Musk made an offer to buy Twitter for 43 billion, the highest bid was only about 13,940. According to OpenSea, Mr. Stabi said he was now rethinking the sale. I bet you are. And see, once again, we gotta be very careful who we follow. And this guy, I'm assuming he's probably a multimillionaire doing really, really well for himself. When he bought that tweet, I'm assuming he probably had it all figured out. Like he said, this is the future. You know, no one buys something for 3 million and is okay with selling it for 14,000. Like you said, he listed it for 50. Like, how can you be that wrong? How can you put something on the market for 50 million and the highest bid you get is under 14,000? That says a lot about the NFT market. Um, I would definitely not call this guy an idiot. I mean, obviously he's doing really well for himself, but how can you be that wrong? So that says a lot about his thought process. That says a lot about NFTs. So we'll see what happens. Definitely we'll be following that story, see what ends up becoming of that. What I think is going to happen is he's going to take it off. He's going to try to wait till this market heats up again. But I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. Like, why would I want that tweet? Um, yeah. So anyway, I got one more story to share. Well, I got a couple more. It's Easter. I'm gonna talk a little bit today. Let me share my screen again. Now, this is what they referred to in the article. So Elon Musk put a bid out on Saturday to buy Twitter. Now, um, yeah, so let me let you know, I'm a fan of Elon Musk. I read his autobiography. I love his story. Um, I love the fact that he sold PayPal and he made a lot of money at a pretty young age. He didn't sit on his ass. He invested in Tesla, Solar City, SpaceX. Um, I think how the story goes, he was sleeping on a friend's couch. He was I don't take no, don't misquote my words, but yeah, he wasn't doing that well. And I believe once he received the contract from NASA, that kind of started him in the direction where he is today. He received the contract with NASA for SpaceX to get the funding to do all the things he wanted to do. I mean, he's an innovator, creator, great mind. So yeah, let me go into this article and then I'll get my thoughts. So Elon Musk could try to run 3 major companies at once. The last known CEO did this, is now an international fugitive. So Tesla Motors CEO Elon Musk unveils a new all-wheel. Wait, no, about that. That's not what I'm talking about. Elon Musk's bid to acquire Twitter might have an undesirable side effect for the billionaire, adding yet another large company to his jam-packed schedule. Once again, he's the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX. He offered to buy Twitter. Uh, every Twitter share he doesn't already own, 90.8% of the company, and the deal worth roughly 43 billion. Um, so really quick, if Elon Musk buys Twitter, I'm interested in what happens to NFTs because the what really propels NFTs is Twitter. And Elon Musk has made it very clear he doesn't believe in Twitter, Web3. He is a big proponent of crypto, but he's not a fan of NFTs. So I wonder what happens with the NFT market if he does buy it. But Twitter, well, you guys could read this article. It's basically talking about, like I said, he would own three companies. I'm trying to find out the name of the international fugitive. To defeat was not other than, okay, here's some good news from us. It's been done before, owning three companies. The bad news is the most recently known executive to attempt to defeat was none other than Carlos Ghosn, the former CEO of Nissan and Renault and ex-chairman of Tovaz and Mitsubishi. Ghosn actually held top roles at all four companies for a spell and was running three of them in 2018 when he was arrested in Japan over allegation of financial misconduct. Ghosn infamously fled to Lebanon, which has no extradition treaty with Japan, where he resides today as an international wanted fugitive. So, I have a few thoughts on this. Do I think Elon Musk will buy Twitter? Yes. One of the most powerful men ever, one of the great minds ever. Um, I think he'll figure it out. He'll get it done. He's too powerful. And some people, what they want, they get. What happens once he buys Twitter? He's already the richest person in the world. He already can influence markets with the snap of his fingers, like Thanos. He changes so much with that. And Twitter is like the best way that people get their information. So if he controls that, it's scary. Let me share something with y'all. There's a book I read. Um, Bear with me, y'all. There's a book I read. Let me share my screen. Let's do this first. There is a book I read, and I think you guys should read it too. I read it several years ago. And here you go. Definitely go and pick up this book. It's called The Four: The Hidden DNA of Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google. So, what this book talked about is just how powerful these four companies are. And they're kind of trying to talk about who's going to be the big dog in a couple of years. And they gave breakdowns of each. Amazon, Amazon came to fame. Started out as books and pretty much they sell everything. And think about Amazon, how bigger they got during the pandemic. And to the point where at the time of this, they were talking a lot about Bezos, but he's moved on now. He's trying to, fly into space and do a bunch of other things. Then you talk about, and they were talking about like with Amazon. Well, I don't want to bore you with the details. You read the book, but Apple in their rise, Facebook and Google, and they were talking about the up and coming companies. So at this particular time of this book, which was 2017, so that was 5 years ago, they talked a little bit about Tesla, but Tesla wasn't even like one of the big four. And now Elon Musk, in a couple of years, have surpassed all of them in terms of being the richest person in the world. And so one of the fascinating things about this book is that they talk about like we've never seen companies this powerful. I remember coming up and they had those hearings to break up Microsoft because Microsoft was getting too big. I think companies like Amazon, Apple, Facebook, Google, like they're so big, the government can't mess with them. And that's a scary thing. And not scary in the sense that I don't want the government to mess with them. But what I'm saying is scary because these companies and these individuals have so much power. I mean, Facebook, I remember I went to a conference several years ago, and everybody's thinking Facebook is this social media company. Facebook had I think like a 20-year roadmap, and they wasn't talking about social media. They was talking about tapping into your brain. I mean, that's why um, they're into virtual reality, Oculus, and different things like that. Like these companies, they do so much, they make so much money, they're hoarding so much cash. Like you ain't gonna be able to stop them. And now you got someone like I said, Elon Musk and Tesla, like they've surpassed these companies in such a short amount of time. And now you're talking about Elon Musk could potentially buy Twitter. Um, I'm not mad if he buys it because I think to the core, from what I read and what I think I know and what my gut tells me is that Elon Musk is a pretty good dude. Like he wants to really, really help the world. He really wants to innovate and make things better for us. But the risk is you give any one person that much power is scary. So I think he will buy it. I think he will do good. I really, really, really do. Um, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But definitely check out this book. Pick up this book. It's probably a little bit outdated, but it kind of gives you the mindset of understanding these kinds of companies are different than anything we've seen before. Like you can't stop no Facebook. You can't stop no Google. They got too much data on us. They know too much about us. Trust me, you try to shut them down, just watch out. So, yes, let me get out of that. But anyway, no, I'm not gonna share anything else. I think that is enough. How much time I've done? Okay. Um, Once again, I'm really, really excited. Tomorrow, I will be attending the eMerge America's conference. They're going to be um, have a lot of good speakers. I saw Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank, Serena Williams, a lot of big names, and I'll be there with a press pass. So hopefully I'll be doing interviews with some of those people, and I'll be sharing that information with you. Before I go, um, yeah, I mean, really, really talking about Elon Musk, really talking about how powerful very few individuals are in the world we are today. I would just encourage you to start building something big, man. Start building something you're passionate about. For all those extra hours you got watching a Netflix show, watching HBO Max, Prime, start working on the thing that you love, that you want to do, because I don't know where we're going in the future in terms of like, I mean, I've read theories for years now that there won't be a middle class. And if you really paid attention during COVID and the pandemic, like the reality is that's happening before our eyes. And when I say build a business or build something big, that don't necessarily mean you got to build a Tesla or Facebook or a body plug. Um, I think you just got to be able to make money doing your thing. Um, figuring out how to be as independent as you possibly can. And one, that's a mindset. And then two, you got to go out there and put in the work. And you might say, everybody's not cut out to be a founder, a CEO, a business owner. But part of my belief is you're going to be forced to. And either you're going to have to do it or you're going to have to attach yourself to someone else that is. So you don't necessarily have to be the person doing all the work. You can link up with people that may be that CEO that can take the lead, and you're just a part of it. But I think you're going to need to be doing something because pretty soon, y'all, it's going to get scary out here. I talked about a little bit how Elon Musk is so powerful from now potentially owning three really big companies. But then you got this crypto world where so much money is being made. He definitely has a big influence on that. So I talk a lot about NFTs. I talk about a lot of different things. I just hope you're listening. I hope that you're really, really starting to understand that the world that we're in is changing. It's changing fast. And if you're not participating, building, creating something, you'll likely be left behind. So I think that's it. I definitely want to say happy Easter. If you're going to church today, enjoy. Put on that fly outfit. And then when you get back, start working on that big goal. Like I said, that BHOG, that big, hairy, audacious goal. And I'm going to try to enjoy my day, spend some time with the family, and that's it. I'm out.